Come back to YouTube. It's your man, Lori George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Anyway, this is one of my comparison videos. It's number 7 in the silicone-free series. As you know, the rest of the month I am doing mostly about athletes who never been, as I said again, never been to the wheel of silicone, and it's pretty much been pretty good. I have some great selections, and I still got some more to come. But anyway, I'm starting out with these two ladies right here, and they are currently competing as professional bodybuilders. They competed last year, especially during the whole things with the whole pandemic going on. But they are have great potential, have a great future. I have here right here. I have one Miss Kristina Nicole Mendoza, and on her left is one Miss Mona Poursaleh. And these ladies have been competing for quite some time. And if you know anything about Kristina, she was originally a physique competitor. She made a pro debut at about 2017, 2018. And Mona has been competing for quite some time, and she made her pro debut around about 2019. And they both, at one point, they both competed at the Rising Phoenix in 2019. Kristina, she earned her opportunity because she won the Miss International show, which gave her a shot as as to compete at the Rising Phoenix in 2019, which the Miss International is a pro qualifier for competitive bodybuilders. And Kristina, she switched from bodybuilding to physique. Physique to bodybuilding. And when she won the 2019, 2019, yeah, the 2019 Miss International show, she was able to compete at the Rising Phoenix. And Mona, she's been competing for a bodybuilder for quite some time, and she turned pro in 2019, and she took I think third place at the Toronto Super Show, or the Toronto Pro, you might want to call it. And she's been in as a bodybuilder for quite some time. I follow her, and she has she's been competing strictly as a bodybuilder. I think she might have competed maybe in physique or maybe before, but she's been most of her good career as a bodybuilder. And these ladies have impressive background. If you remember in 2019, they and a few other ladies were representatives for the return of female bodybuilding to the Olympia stage. I think it was Nikki Chartre and Jean Mikowski, and I forgot the other lady who was. We know who it was. I forgot who was the fifth lady, but if you remember who she was, you can put in the description. You can remind me. I'll probably look it up later. But anyway, they won. They were part of the top 5 ladies that won best posers, and they have great posing style. They're very flexible ladies, and they just got imposing for especially for female bodybuilders. Being that the muscles are so restrictive, most female bodybuilders don't have like these great. There's so few women who can pose real well, but these ladies are great posers, and I think that's one thing that probably helps them out in competition wise. Now here, I'm starting with just a simple regular pose, and you can see the size is different between these two ladies. I think Kristina. One thing with Kristina is her quads. Her quads are huge. I think I saw in a description one time in a video that some guy said her quads look like pillars, like you might see in an old Greek or Roman movie. And like I said, Mona has a great body, and she's pretty impressive. Like I said, she has most of the good part of her career. She's been competing as a bodybuilder. And here is a front lat spread. And if I give this to, I have to really give this to Kristina. Kristina has some size to her. She's a little bit, I think it's a little bit thicker, a little more dense, but she has some size to her. Her lats are just her. You can see her shoulders and how how that lat spread. Look, she has that V taper look where it's small in the waist and she cuts off at the top and she widens. And And that's just one thing that makes a great physique. Like I said, Mona has a good physique, but Christina is just, I think she just in size is just totally different. Now here we have a front double bicep, and I have to give this one to uh, mm, if I give it by just pure muscle, I have to give this to Mona. I think Mona's just a little bit more developed compared to Christina. You know, I think like I said Christina is still, as you know, she's in her late 20s, and I think she still has a way to go compared to Mona. As you know, Mona has competed quite long as a bodybuilder, and Christina has competed as a physique competitor. There's a big difference between physique and bodybuilding. Here I'm getting a rear lat spread, and I have to give this one to Christina. Like I said, if you go back to the front lat spread, Christina just has, she's more wider at the back. When you get up to the top, she's more wider compared to Mona. And she looks like I said, if you like this, you ever seen a cobra? You watch those nature shows or something like that. They show cobras, and you see how that cobra just flares up. And that's how her back looks like. It looks like the back of a cobra's head. She's hissing about to strike. But like I said, Mona has a great physique, but it's just Christina's just another level when it comes to her back and her upper body. Here is a double rear bicep. And again, like I said, because Christina has an amazing back and great development, I think I like I said, I give this one here to Christina. Christina is just I think that's one thing. I think her back and her lower body is still probably was two things that really set her off from other competitors. You know, and here I have a side chest, and the side chest I give his to Mona. As I said before, Mona has been mostly bodybuilding for a good part of her career. Christina, she's still developing. And like I said, Christina, I know she just had a birthday some time ago. She's in her late 20s. Mona, I think she's in her early 30s. And that's the thing with women bodybuilders. They hit their stride really when they hit about to their 30s to their 40s. And I think Mona, she's still at that point where she probably when she gets about in her closer to her mid 30s, she's gonna hit her peak. Often say that most female bodybuilders really hit their peak when they get past 30 to about 40. And like I said, Christina's still young. She's still got a way to go. And here is a simple tricep. And I have to give this one to Mona. Mona, you can see more details in her tricep compared to Christina. Christina has a great tricep. She has a great development. But like I said, she's still young, and I think she just hadn't hit a peak yet. I know this year she said last year she was going to compete at the Rising Phoenix, but she decided to sit it out after she competed at the Savannah Pro because she said she wants to really work on her development. But like I said, this one here, I give to Mona. Mona is pretty impressive. I will give this one to her. Um, Abs. This is a great ab shot of both the ladies. And I have to give this ab shot to Mona. Mona, you can really see more detail of her abdominals compared to Christina. Christina, like I said, she's still developing. She might be once she gets that once she really, hit her peak, I think she's gonna be really, really impressive. We'll see her in more shows. Maybe she might place in the top three, if not the top five. And Mona, like I said, she competed two shows this year. She was one of the few women from North America to compete at the Romanian Muscle Fest, and she also competed at the Rising Phoenix. And maybe if, like I said, she's in Canada, and it's hard for her to try to travel back and forth because of the restrictions in Canada. Maybe we get to see her compete. I think there's supposed to be some shows in Portugal, show, and they're supposed to have another Muscle Fest. But she wants to be able to try to get enough points where she can compete at the uh, Olympia. Yeah. And here, like I said, they're great posers. They have, like I said, they represented female bodybuilding for its return in 2019 at the Olympia weekend at the was the Power and Grace show, and like there was one of five competitors who made who won the best poser award. I forget what like I say it was Mona, Christina, Nikki Chartrand, Janine Kowski, and I forgot who was the fifth lady. Yeah, like I said, if you remember who the fifth lady was, put in the description. So so I have to do a lot of research again. And this here is a basic bicep, and I have to give this to Mona. Mona, like I said, she is, I think because Mona has done bodybuilding a lot longer compared to Christina, Christina is still, like I said, she's still young. She's still developing. And I think once she hits her peak, I think she's going to be really, really top line competition. And here is a rear is look at the glutes. And the glutes are just great pair of glutes, just what it sets off a great physique. And with like I said, with Christina's a little bit like she's a little thicker, especially her quads. And I think that's also turns up into the glutes. And Mona, she's a little tighter compared to Christina. So I had to give this one to Mona. And here, just nice little pose. They're both great posers. I think they're great women who have great potential in this sport. Um, I follow them on social media. Christina decided to sit out last year, the rest of the season last year, because she really wanted to develop that better. Try to get his arms a little muscle. And if you take a look here, Mona's just great. Her just and about their backgrounds. Christina is from Florida. I think she's from Miami originally. She lives in Vegas now, and she is married. So you wouldn't think that. Yes, she's married. There's a lot of female bodybuilders who are married. People don't get this idea that these women can't find love. They do find love being a man, be a woman. They are married. And Christine and Mona, she is originally her family's from Iran. She's what you call Persian, and that's another term instead of calling themselves Iran. They call themselves Persians because it separates itself from the Iranian culture because these a lot of people, many people of Persian are either Jews or Christians that left Iran because of the what happened during that time. And I remember that I'm doing an interview that because she chose a life as a bodybuilder and how she can't even go back to Iran. There's like she did an interview with my AJ how she said that she has like a bounty on her head. And Kristina, she's pretty impressive. Yeah, like I said, she competed as a physique competitor for quite some time. She's still young and she's developing. And I think when both of these ladies hit their peak, they will be really a new generation of female bodybuilding coming up. And like I said, being they have this great style of posing, they're a little more flexible compared to other women in the sport. It's just that thing about like this. With that much muscle, women with a lot of muscle is hard to flex real well. But there's been some great poses like Yolanda Hughes, Jean Lukowski. I mean, this I think some other ladies I'm back in my skull, but if you know who are some great posers you remember from back in the day, you can drop in the comment section also. But like I said, it's um, quite still quite relatively new in the sport of bodybuilding as pros. But like I said, once they hit their peak, when like I said, Christina's like still in her late 20s, Muna is her early 30s, and to hit that peak right there, they are going to be serious contenders. I mean, I can see them coming in the Olympia maybe if, like I said, once everything settles down with the pandemic, I can see them competing in Olympia, if not this year, maybe by next year. But like I said, I really impressed these ladies. I'm also impressed with the fact that, they have never been to the wheel of silicone. And I'm not going to do my, if time could have been, because the fact is they both competed at the same time. If you saw a picture before, they both had competed together, against each other. But like I said, this would be, they have so much potential. And I hope, like I said, that especially this, like Christina, one thing with her, she's young, and I hope she don't never listen to judges tell her, "Hey, Christina, you got a pretty face, you got a great body. You might need to get a pair of, maybe think about getting breast implants." Don't do that, Christina. Don't mess up your physique by getting implants. Like I said, I did a video before that a lot of women have regretted that. Some women have taken theirs out because they've made them sick. But it's up to you what you want to do. I'm just saying you as a fan, don't do it because somebody's telling you to do it. Do it because you want to do it. And Mona, I think because of her background, who she is, her family, who she is, and also I think that's why she hasn't done it because I think she respects her body a lot more. And also one thing about Mona, I remember she did a story about how her brother died from a heart situation, and that's why I think I like her because the fact is, I lost my brother the same way too. And I think I have a kinship with her. Like I said, these are great both ladies, amazing bodybuilders, great potential. I'm hoping once the season really starts up, we get to see more of them. I think I said Christina said she wants to sit out last year, the rest of her season, because of she wanted to do some more work. And I think maybe she might need to sit out maybe the rest of this season. Because I've seen some bodybuilders done that. Take some time off, really work on some things, fix some things, make some improvements, and really come back with just great results. But like I said, I hope that maybe we'll hope to see them both on stage together sometime soon. This your man all the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Man Talk. Like, don't like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.